Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to PEPE update today. So we're looking at PEPE today, which has a triangle, but I think that the triangle here has finally given us an answer in the meanwhile, and we're gonna talk about it. But this video is kind of sponsored with DXRP, or the first decentralized exchange built on XRP ledger, and we also have SPX 6969, who are meme coins, low cap meme coins right now. And going back into PEPE, we have 959, but there's one thing that has happened that I think is going to set the tone for the next coming couple of days. So if I do actually check it out, it does seem like PEPE has fallen below the triangle. Now I do also have a different PEPE chart pattern here, so I'm actually going to use this because the previous one was the maxi chart, and this is like the Binance chart. Now the funny thing is, exchanges have different patterns. Okay, what I noticed in my trading career is that I don't remember the name of the coin, but I'm going to tell you what happened. So let's say X coin. I saw a coin called X. Okay, the Twitter coin. Nowadays Twitter is called X. So let's say there was an X coin. Okay, and now if you go to maxi, right, you will have X coin on the spot, you will have X coin on the futures, and then if you go to Binance, you will have X coin on the spot of Binance, and then you're going to have it on the futures of Binance as well. The funny thing is, the patterns are different on different exchanges. That's the whole point here. So what I saw on that thing is that on the spot and on the futures of Binance, I actually saw a descending triangle, right? I saw a descending triangle. And then when it came to to maxi, let's say this is now on maxi, the spot version of the coin had a descending triangle as well. But the funny thing is that the futures had like a head and shoulders on the very same 4-hour pattern. The descending triangle setup was maybe 20% drop down, right? And the head and shoulder setup was also 20% drop down. So that is something that you can also check out. And it's kind of tricky because I was actually quite confused, like what the hell is going on in here in crypto. But anyways, now for me personally, I think in the next coming few days, and I'm always going to upload PEPE daily now because I told you before, I am keeping a keen eye on this move, first move, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and eventually if it actually goes for the fifth, we're going to see a drop to the downside. And I think this, to me, 1144, the reason why I'm uploading videos daily is because it will be fun to see you try to get an entry here, a short position right at that resistance, and then see if the coin can actually drop down, because you can win 35% setup. So we're talking about $3,500 if you're trading with $10,000. Okay, so it is worth to keep you updated. I think it's all about the money right now, and that's pretty much it for this video. There's no any further progress, but let's see in the next coming 2 to 3 days what happens, if we can actually make the fifth wave. If it does, I think it's going to go according to the plan. If it doesn't, we have to abort and eventually try to see if the retest can happen and then fall down to 760. Of course, Bitcoin on the other hand is going to influence the prices as well. So that's it for the video, and I'm going to see you the next one. Love.